Hello and welcome to Collector's Lot. This week I'm in a house which you could describe as a Georgian replica. It's built in a style that's as faithful as possible to the period, but was in fact constructed only a few years ago. On the programme today, how to choose a genuine tribal rug, and the story behind Sir Robert Peel, the 19th century Prime Minister who founded the police force. We're stepping back just a few decades first, though, to find out about one of the biggest fashion names of the 60s and 70s. The designer Barbara Hulanicki opened her Biba department store in 1969, and more than 30 years later, collector Pari has accumulated a huge range of her creations. Laura Beaumont's been to find out about the magic behind the Biba name.
I have this recurring dream that I'm sure every woman of my age that lived in London during the 70s has. Basically, I'm standing in the middle of the Biba shop, surrounded by clothes, and they all belong to me. Now for Perry, this dream is a reality because she owns the largest collection of Biba clothes in the world. Pari, you were born to wear Biba.
Yes, I mean, I was even in love with the label itself. It was, I could say that's how my addiction started, really.
Now, what about this starry one? I like this. This is a bit rock and roll.
No.
Suzette is a textile and costume specialist who's come along to admire Perry's collection. Lovely. Look at those buttons, Suzette.
I think as fashion items, Biba, again, it's exceptional. You can't really compare it to other labels, other contemporary labels. They just have a terribly romantic, a very feminine feel to them.
Biba was a lifestyle. It wasn't just a dress from the 60s. And, you know, a lot of people still have Biba, and they have a real attachment to it. We get a lot of memories with it. As an example...
Ooh, a nice shirt.
A very little summery number, a little mini dress.
Dress?
Indeed. And what's really nice is the sleeve. You know, it was a social event in itself. It wasn't just going to a shop, you know, to get dressed. It was a place to hang out. You had your cocktails there in the Rainbow Bar, or you used to be able to go in the restaurant, and it was just so decadent and glamorous from the pictures I saw in the footage. And I'm still following what she's doing now, Barbara Hulanicki.
I think today is fabulous, the way there are no rules for dressing for occasions, because, I mean, now you can wear velvet in the summer, you can wear it in the daytime, you can wear it, you know, any time of the day, or, yeah, I think this is terrific.
You could buy a matching pair of boots, colour-wise, and an outfit, tights, and a hat in the same colour. I mean, that's just amazing. I mean, who's doing this? Nobody. I mean, she was just the most inventive designer in the world.
This is beautiful.
That's right. This is the one Twiggy wore in Vogue from 1973. Thank you. It's spectacular.
I think a collection like this is special. It's not, you know, normally we would see bits coming in, 1, 2, 3 pieces coming in from somebody who's kept them very carefully. But to see a collection that's as large as this and as comprehensive as this, it does add a certain something to it.
Yes, I've got even the original Biba dress patterns, the Biba catalogues, the opening magazine, soap flakes, makeup, scarves, skull caps, and loads more. I mean, they're just incredible, aren't they? The sleeves.
You wouldn't think of Biba with the satin, really, would you? It's more kind of the muted colours and perhaps the jade. It's really something else. It is the largest single collection of Biba items in the world. It's something really, I've not seen anything quite so impressive in terms of Biba costume before.
Basically, about 250 items of clothing, plus about 50 pieces of memorabilia. As I'm selling the collection as a whole, I cannot pick out pieces. I love to pick out pieces, because obviously there are things which, you know, look absolutely stunning. I have to sell it as one lot, and I hope it's going to go to a very, very, very passionate owner. There's this flamboyant number, which is again with fake fur collar and cuff.
very fitted again.
I mean, I have this dream that my collection should go to a museum, because where it is on permanent display, or if somebody buys it who will open up a Biba museum. It's, you know, it's just crammed all together, and it's been with me for many, many years, and I think it's time to share it. You know, it's time to share it with everybody.
If you want to find out more about Pari's collection, you can turn to page 331 of Fortel or the Channel 4 website.